In the year before I moved here, I had a sequence of natural disasters, a fire, which destroyed the studio, destroyed the business. So my wife and I made the decision to try something different, and we ended up in Marrakesh. Very quickly we started getting into creative projects. Tatiana started writing, and I continued being a music producer. And people just started turning up at the house. There would be a knock at the door, and you know, this kid would be standing there saying that he's a rapper, or he's a singer, or he could play the lute, or the gumbri, or the bass, or the guitar, and you know, I didn't really want to turn them away, so I just invited them in, and we started recording, and slowly, something kind of came about, and it was never really planned. You know, I've had a bit of a carte blanche really with what I do, because you know, there was no business plan, and you know, I'm not like I had a plan. This is what I'm doing, and this is who I'm going to work with, and this is how I'm going to sell their product. And I know it sounds a little bit sort of confused, but actually sometimes that's the best way. Well, I met Lamia in Casablanca, and we started talking about maybe me doing some music for some of her projects. And then when she sent me the sequence of photos that she did called the Couleur Primaire, I was kind of blown away, simply because I could relate to it. It's something that I wanted to do musically, what she did with the camera, and she really sort of went under the surface of a scene which is pretty difficult to crack. It's a progression of eating, hanging out, and the music, and then dancing, and it sort of builds into this sort of trance-like climax. And the way that it's been exhibited, and these sort of fragmented snapshots, it feels like a jilted memory, and I loved it.
I just started to do some shots in Morocco, went to Casbahs by myself with almost no money. And from that point, with this work that I first did, I started applying for grants, and that's how I really could develop my research in my own work. I use photography to tell a story. Although I do straight photography, I mean, my photography is really straight. I take pictures of what I see, what's real, what's really there. They're like words in a phrase, and it's always about my life. But since it's about my life, it's gonna be about everybody's life. It's universal. If I'm gonna take the camera, yeah, I'm gonna let myself go with my feelings, with whatever makes me feel something, you know. It's about love, beauty. It's about believing in God almost, you know, in something higher and beautiful. It is time, I think, for us to understand that all over the world that we are one. We have, at last, you know, to live together. I hope I will have time to prove to everyone that it is possible.